On one side, we are delegating our responsibilities to a cloud provider. But on other side, we are also losing control over those matters. So, to tackle such problems, cloud security has to be provided in 5 important phases or 5 important tiers. This would make sure that we are ready from 5 important ways to counter-attack all the security-related problems. Let us see the first and foremost component, which is cloud provisioning services. Cloud is a double-edged sword, meaning cloud provides advantages of security. On the other hand, it also faces some challenges of security. In each of the following 5 components, I would be listing the advantages as well as the challenges that cloud has. And we will be looking at what kind of services can be provided in these 5 tiers. By its nature, the provisioning of cloud service is very rapid. It is a very agile technology. Agility is first and foremost benefit of cloud. If a customer of cloud wants to provision a service, he would be able to provision within minutes, as opposed to days or weeks or months in a traditional architecture. Cloud also provides availability and reliability because of multiple data centers or multiple instances available over the cloud for any given service. Also, it would be able to provide very good security by using honeynet capabilities. Honeynets are used to lure or bait hackers and study their behavior in order to make sure that we are prepared for their future attacks. So the provisioning services have a lot of advantages where cloud are concerned. At the same time, something which is too good can also be too risky. Something which happens too fast might also be compromised too fast. There is always the impact of compromising such agile provisioning services. And we always have to be careful to take our time out and to decide properly whether we really want to provision the cloud service or not. Next comes data storage service. This is the second tier. And the advantages of data stored on cloud is that it is not stored in one piece. Data over the cloud is fragmented and dispersed. And these fragments are in turn replicated also. And there is provision of data zones by country for those kind of storage services which by their nature require data of a particular country to be restricted within that region. There is encryption services provided where data is concerned, encryption at rest and encryption while the information is being transmitted between a sender and a receiver. And if any disaster happens, there is scope for automated data retention within the cloud for disaster recovery as well. These are the advantages provided for data over the cloud. At the same time, we face the challenge of managing the isolation of various data which are also replicated, because by its nature there are tenants which are sharing such storage services, and managing isolation in a secure way is a huge challenge. A service customer would not know who is sharing the same server which is storing the data, or who would be able to see the data where the customer is storing. These are huge issues which companies face on a day-to-day basis. Storage controller in a cloud is a single point. Data is stored in a single point and it is sent through the cloud to many users who would be requiring to access those data. Now, if this single point fails or if this single point is compromised, the many users who would be accessing this data would also be facing failure or compromise. This is a huge challenge. And exposure of data of a particular country to other foreign governments is a huge limitation which cloud faces. By their nature, European Union, Canadian government, Japanese government, they have political and government policy which states that data or citizens' information of the country should not leave the country, should not leave the boundaries of the country. So exposure of data to foreign government is not allowed. But by its nature, the cloud does not contain itself within one country or one government. But cloud has to be customized in such cases to hold government data. Next, the